Hello everyone, very good afternoon to all. My name is Shivam Pandey. I'm a trainer for HDFC Ergo General Insurance handling across Gujarat and MP. So today we are here to discuss about critical illness insurance product and we'll discuss about that why it is important, what are the benefits of this critical illness product. All these things we'll discuss. If you have any queries, any doubts regarding this product, you can in the right hand side you can see the question box. There you can write it your question, and at the end of the session I'll take on that questions. So here we go. So critical illness product is basically a benefit product. It comes under a general insurance product. It comes under a health insurance product. So in health insurance, there are three kinds of products. One is indemnity products, that is mediclaim policies and all. The second one is the benefit products. In the benefit products, there are two types of products. One is accidental policies, other is critical illness policies, and there are some other products as well, which is whose name is hospital cash and all. But today we'll discuss about the critical illness product. So critical illness means the diseases which are very critical to handle, like cancer, like stroke, like first heart attack. All these diseases which comes under the critical illnesses, these all diseases will come under this product that we'll discuss later. What are the benefits of this critical illness? So before starting the benefits, I'll let you know a few examples that why it is important, this critical illness benefit, why it is important. So in this critical illness policy, you get a lump sum benefit, lump sum payment. You don't get a payment that like in mediclaim policies, the hospital bill will come and then you will get a payment depending on your hospital bill. It will not work like that. You will get a lump sum benefit depending on your on the diagnosis of a critical illness. So the critical illnesses which will be covered in this product, if that within that critical illnesses, if any critical illness gets diagnosed, then it will you will get a lump sum benefit. So there are some conditions for that. So in this product, there is a waiting period of 90 days. Waiting period means that when you'll purchase this product, when you'll get this product, when the policy will be issued, from the day it is issued till the day, if you're taking first time policy, so from the day it is issued, so till 90 days, you cannot claim for the critical illness. After that 90 days, if anything gets diagnosed which is covered under this policy, it will be claimed and you will get a lump sum benefit depending on the sum insured which you have taken. Sum insured can be of 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 50 lakh, maximum up to 50 lakhs. So what will be the benefit of this lump sum payment? So first of all, hospital bills. So bills for treatment can reach in several lakhs. The most likely utilization is towards your medical bills, including post treatment medical expenses. So sometimes what happens that you have taken a medical claim policy, but then also your bill comes too high. Like suppose if you have taken a 4 lakh policy, medical claim policy, but your hospital bill comes of you get diagnosed with some of the critical illness, and there your hospital will come of 6 lakh. Suppose you have taken an 4 lakh policy, so there 2 lakh you need to pay from your pocket. But if you have taken a critical illness policy, there you will get a lump sum benefit which will be beneficial for you. So your mediclaim policy, depending on your sum insured, will pay up to this his sum insured, up to the sum insured of a mediclaim policy, and over and above that, you will get a lump sum payment as well from the critical illness product. Other costs as well, expenses of recovery phase like extensive nursing care, counseling sessions, rehabilitation or physiotherapies, follow-up medical investigations, diagnostic tests, any aids or purchase like ergonomic furniture, dietary supplements. So all these things needs to be purchased at the time of when any customer gets diagnosed with the critical illness. At that time, suppose if anyone gets diagnosed with a kidney infection, kidney failure, in that condition might be possible that in his home there should be some changes needs to be done, because he's not capable enough to go to the washroom or to go to the other room as well. So in that condition, there should be some changes needs to be done. So it takes some money. So it needs some money. So in that condition, if you'll get a lump sum benefit, so you can decide to do that kind of changes and all. So all these things comes will be if you get a lump sum payment, you will be uh, getting benefited for all these things, for the hospital bills, for the other costs, for the house modification, for the regular source of income. Because sometimes what happens is people are no longer able to continue with their professions because of their health reasons. So if you are suffering, if a customer suffering from any of the critical illness, if a customer is suffering from cancer or a kidney failure, anything which is critical, so in that condition might be possible that he is not be able to continue his job. So in that condition, his regular source of income will stop. So if he is taken and critical illness policy, he will get a lump sum amount, lump sum payment. So it will be beneficial for him as well as for his family. So these are some benefits of the critical illness. Now, what critical illnesses, what kind of critical illnesses are covered under this critical illness policy? We'll discuss about that. So as I told you that sum insured, you can take it starting from 1 lakh to 50 lakh. So from 1 lakh to 50 lakh, depending on your requirement, you can take it sum insured, the risk coverage, which you say. So these are the critical illness which is covered, and we have two plans under critical illness policy. First is silver plan, and second is platinum plan. Under silver plan, there are 8 critical illnesses which are covered. Under platinum plan, there are 15 critical illnesses which are covered. So if we'll talk about silver plan, so there are 8 illnesses, critical illnesses. So first, what are those 8 critical illnesses? So first is heart attack, and heart attack means first heart attack. Myocardial infarction, that is first heart attack. So if you have, if a customer already suffered with first heart attack, and if he wants or if he requires this policy, it cannot be given to him because already the first heart attack has came. So only the first heart attack is covered under this critical illness policy, myocardial infarction. Coronary artery bypass surgery is also covered under this silver plan. Stroke is covered, cancer is covered, kidney failure is covered, major organ transplantation is covered, multiple sclerosis is covered, and paralysis is covered under the silver plan. If we'll talk about the platinum plan, so under platinum plan, 15 types of critical illnesses are covered. So these 8 in silver plan, these 8 critical illnesses plus aorta graft surgery, primary pulmonary arterial hypertension, heart valve replacement, benign brain tumor, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, and stage liver disease. So all these diseases will be covered under platinum plan. So in platinum, there will be 15 critical illnesses will be covered. In silver, there will be 8 critical illnesses will be covered. Sum insured you can take from 1 lakh to 50 lakh depending on your requirement. Till the yes, so till the age 40, till age 45, there will be no pre-policy checkup if it is a clean proposal. If you don't have any problem, if you don't have any medical conditions, any pre-existing diseases, then in that condition till the age of 45, there is no pre-policy checkup. After that, there is a pre-policy checkup if you're taking for the first time this critical illness policy. So these are the diseases. Now, if I talk about that, what will be the process? How we'll get the lump sum payment? In what condition we'll get this lump sum payment? So suppose you can this policy, if you have taken in this platinum plan and you have taken a 50 lakh plan. So this 50 lakh plan means that suppose a customer suffers from cancer. So in that condition, if he gets diagnosed with cancer, so as I told you that there is a waiting period of 90 days. So from the day the policy is issued for the first time, from that day, starting from that day to 90 days, there will be a waiting period. Means that within that days, if anybody gets diagnosed with any of the critical illnesses which are listed in this product, so he will not get a claim. So 90 days waiting period is there. After that 90 days waiting period, if suppose he or she, any customer, gets diagnosed with any of the critical illnesses which are listed in this product, so in that condition, from the day he got diagnosed with the critical illness till 30 days, so he need to survive. So 30 days will be the survival period, and then after he will get a lump sum payment. So let's suppose if somebody gets diagnosed with cancer, in that condition, from the day he get diagnosed with the cancer, 30 days is the survival period, and if he survives for the 30 days, he will be given this lump sum payment, the 50 lakh payment, if he has taken a sum insured of 50 lakh. So another benefit of this plan is, let's suppose if somebody suffers from somebody gets diagnosed with the any of the critical illness, suppose cancer, so he will not directly go to the hospital and gets hospitalized. Firstly, he will discuss with his family members, with some of the known persons, some of the doctors, that for that where I need to go, where will be good to go. So all these things needs to be discussed, and after that, when he decides that he want to go, suppose Mumbai, Tata Memorial, suppose, and he is having a mediclaim policy, then when he'll go to Mumbai, his transportation charges, his mediclaim policy will not pay. And there in the hospital also, he need to take an appointment, and might be possible he will get the appointment after 2 days, after 3 days, or after 5 days. So for these days, he need to stay somewhere. So that cost will also come, and it will not be paid in the mediclaim policy. So the mediclaim policy will trigger when the customer will get hospitalized. In that condition, the mediclaim policy will get triggered. But all the costs which are coming for the staying purpose, for the food, for the water, all these things, how you'll manage? So you will manage all these things with your savings, or you'll, if a customer is not having any kind of savings, so he'll need to borrow from somewhere. So all these things will be there. But if he has taken this critical illness policy, he will get a lump sum payment. So he will not have any kind of tension. He will be having a lump sum payment of 20 lakh or 30 lakh, depending on his sum insured. And then he'll not have a tension that I need to, borrow from somewhere, or I need to take out my savings or from somewhere and all. He will, for the outside expenses, or even in if suppose if he is having a mediclaim policy of suppose 3 lakh or 4 lakh, and the mediclaim cost is coming above than that, in that case also his this critical illness policy will come into a picture, and it will help him in other expenses as well. The critical illness policy will help him. So here in critical illness, it is not important that whether you are getting hospitalized or not. The only important thing is 90 days waiting period from the first day of issuance of the policy, and after that 90 days, if any critical illness which are listed in this policy, if a customer gets diagnosed, so 30 days survival period is there, and after that he will get a lump sum payment. So I discussed about mediclaim policy, I discussed about critical illness policy, and I'll now compare about life insurance policy as well. So in life insurance also, when you get the profit, when customer gets the profit, so at the time of death. But here we are not giving at the time of death in critical illness. You will get this benefit if you survive for the 30 days after getting diagnosed. And if suppose we have paid this amount after customer gets survived for 30 days, we have paid this amount, and if suppose within that year, or after 2 years or 1 year, if customer, death happens, so that condition also, from the life, if he has taken a life insurance policy as well, so he will get a death benefit also. So in both ways he is in a benefit. So critical illness policy will be useful if customer gets diagnosed with any of the listed critical illnesses, and he'll be paid a lump sum benefit starting depending on his sum insured, starting from 1 lakh to 50 lakh. So what are the policy key benefits? I discussed you already. Lump sum insured payable on first diagnosis of any of the one of the listed critical illnesses, lifelong renewability offered. So if no claim comes, there will be a lifelong renewability offered. If in case if a customer gets diagnosed with any of the critical illness, in that condition, if he survives for 30 days, we'll pay a lump sum benefit, and in that condition, his policy will be ceased. Now, he will not be able to renew his policy because he has suffered with the critical illness. So, lifelong renewability is offered, but only for the customers who has not suffered or not diagnosed with any of the critical illnesses. He can renew for the lifetime, but if suppose he gets diagnosed with any of the critical illness and if we have paid the claim, then his policy will be ceased. After that, he will not be able to renew. His entry age, customer entry age is 18 years to 65. So starting from the age of 18 to 65, customer can take an entry in this policy. If he is taking this policy very first time, then this is the entry age. And if he has taken this policy, then lifetime renewability will be there. Children can enter 5 years and above. Waiting period, as I told you, there is a 90 days waiting period. Survival period will be of 30 days. There will be a tax benefit under Section 80D. So what are the key exclusions? So you can see waiting periods I already discussed, survival period I already discussed, that waiting period of 90 days, survival period of 30 days. War or any act of war, invasion, act of foreign enemy, war-like operations, all these things will come under exclusion. Participation or involvement in naval, military or air force operations, racing, diving, aviation, scuba diving, all these will be an exclusions. Venereal diseases like AIDS, so all these things will not be covered. So you will get a policy wording also. There you can get a complete exclusion list as well. There is a complete exclusion list. Only you need to remember that only the listed critical illnesses will be covered in this critical illness policy. If you choose a silver plan, only the 8 critical illnesses will be covered. If you choose a platinum plan, 15 critical illnesses will be covered and you will get a lump sum benefit, but 90 days waiting period is there, and after this 90 days waiting period, if somebody gets diagnosed with any of the critical illness, there will be a 30 days waiting 30 days survival period, and after that he will get a lump sum benefit. So for the claim purpose, he need to submit his original diagnosed report and the doctor's report. After getting diagnosed with any of the critical illness, he will go to the doctor, and the doctor will approve that report, and that report and his diagnosed report he need to submit to the company, HDFC Ergo General Insurance Company. And if he survives for 30 days, we will pay that lump sum benefit. You can write it down the questions in the question box which is given. Okay, so I already got some questions, so just a minute. What if you have a pre-existing condition? Can someone take the policy? So sir, it will totally depend on underwriting guidelines. Underwriter will decide whether to give or not, because if somebody is suffering with the pre-existing condition, so in that condition medical test will come, and depending on his medical test, depending on his risk, underwriter will decide whether to give the policy or not. Yeah, I hope I have cleared your question. Okay. Another question is, isn't it a one-time payment? Is proof required for hospital bills, cost, house modification, etc.? So very good question. So there is no proof required for your hospital bills, for your cost, for your house modification, etc., etc. There is no proof required. This is just for an example. I'm telling you, I'm explaining you. It's a one-time payment. Yes. So, for example, if you have taken this critical illness policy, so in that condition, uh, if any customer suffers with any of the critical illnesses which are listed, so if he survives for 30 days, he will get a lump sum benefit. We will not ask for the hospital bills or anything. We will only ask for his diagnosed report and the doctor's report. Only these two things. That's it. And these critical illnesses are covered for specific severity. So suppose if somebody is suffering with stage 0 cancer, it will not be covered. Okay, another question. Can this come as a rider in the Ergo health insurance plan? So, critical illness, you can merge the policies, you can give as a combo product. It is right now it is not as an add-on, so it is an individual policy. But what you can do with the health insurance plan of Ergo, you can merge this product, or you can give a combo of this product, of the health insurance product as well as the critical illness product. Both you can do a combo and you can sell it in this way. Okay, another question. Are the benefits disbursed on first diagnosis? So if somebody gets diagnosed with any of the listed critical illness, so we will wait for 30 days whether he gets survive or not. If suppose he didn't get survive, so in that condition we will not pay the amount. If he survives for the 30 days, we will pay the amount. So the diagnosis which will take place, that should be taken place after the 90 days of the waiting period. Once means from the date when he has taken, when the first time policy is issued, from the date of first time policy issued to 90 days, there will be a waiting period. After that, if anything gets diagnosed from this listed critical illnesses, and he need to survive for the 30 days from the date of diagnosis, and after that 30 days, if he survives, then we'll pay the amount. What is the documentation required to dispense the lump sum amount? So as I told you earlier also, um so your diagnosed report and your doctor's report, both these things will be required. Both these documentation will be required, the original copies of both these things. And there is no need, see, it is not like this that if you'll get hospitalized, then only you will get a payment of from critical illness policy. It is not like that. It is not a mediclaim policy. In mediclaim policy, it is important to get hospitalized, then only you will get a payment. But in this critical illness policy, it is a benefit plan. You need to show your diagnostic report, your doctor's report, and you will get a lump sum benefit if you survive for 30 days. So I hope it is clear. Okay, another question. Okay, interesting one. COVID-19 included or not? So, as I told you, these 15 critical illnesses, in this 15 critical illnesses list, there is no COVID-19. So, this is a critical illness plan. So, in this critical illness, only it is a named policy. Okay, named critical illness policy. So, if you will take a platinum plan, there are only 15 critical illnesses which is covered, which are listed here. And if you take a silver plan, there are only 8 critical illnesses which will be covered, which are listed here. There is no COVID-19. But yes, if you take a Ergo Mediclaim plan, in that Mediclaim policy, Ergo Health plan, COVID-19 is covered. Example for kidney failure. Okay, so good one. So example for kidney failure is, suppose if any customer's kidney gets failed, so he will require a regular dialysis. So in this condition, he will be paid this lump sum benefit. So I hope I have cleared your question, cleared out. Critical illness benefit will be entitled in addition to Mediclaim policy. See, if you have not taken any Mediclaim policy also, And if you have only taken a critical illness policy, in that condition also, you will get a lump sum benefit if a customer gets diagnosed with any of the listed critical illness and he survives for the 30 days, he will get the amount. Whether he has taken a medical claim policy or not, it is not important. And if he has taken a medical claim policy, and if he has taken a with medical claim policy, he has taken a critical illness policy. Suppose he has taken a 4 lakh medical claim policy. So if he gets hospitalized for this critical illness, the 4 lakh he can claim from this medical claim policy. But then also, as this is a benefit policy, this critical illness is a benefit policy, he will get a total amount depending on his sum assured. Suppose he has taken a 50 lakh critical illness policy, he will get a whole 50 lakh amount. So I hope I have cleared your question. Okay, somebody has asked that in case of heart attack also, 30 days survival is mandatory. Yes, in all the diseases, 30 days survival is mandatory. Also, how it will help if lump sum is available post 30 days survival is mandatory. Also, how it will help if lump sum is available. Just a minute. What you have written? If lump sum is available post 30 days and he has to be admitted immediately. Okay, so see, we are here. We are not paying for his hospitalization cost and all. We are paying the lump sum amount because our thinking is that if somebody is suffering from any of the critical illness, that critical illness, the customer will be having a lot more than the mediclaim policy, lot more than that expenses in the critical illnesses. He will have for like suppose for one time he will have a for a year he will have a 15-20 lakh expenses in critical illness. So if he is having a mediclaim policy, directly the claim will be paid in mediclaim policy. But if he is not having a mediclaim policy, if he is only having a critical illness policy, 30 days survival is there, and if he survives for 30 days, we will pay a lump sum benefit. I hope here mediclaim policy is totally different, and this critical illness policy is totally different. It is a benefit policy. Again and again, I'm saying it is a benefit policy. So your question, in case of heart attack also, 30 days survival is mandatory. Yes, it is mandatory. Also, how it will help if lump sum is available post 30 days. So see, there are many. Suppose somebody gets heart attack. So in that case, you will get a payment from your mediclaim policy. If you don't have a mediclaim policy, so you need to do the expenses from your savings. And when you will get this lump sum amount, so it will help you the expenses which you have done. It will help you in adding in your savings this lump sum amount, as well as after heart attack there are the medicines are too expensive, so it will help you in that also. So it is as I told you that it is a benefit plan, so it will give you a benefit. Okay, so next one is, if one diagnosed for critical illness and doesn't survive for 30 days after that, then the claim is declined. Yes. So if one get diagnosed for critical illness and doesn't survive for 30 days, so then the claim will be then claim will not be paid, because the survival period is 30 days. We are already saying this. Okay. Next is, how much is the premium for 39 years of age for 20 lakhs policy? Okay, so you will get this premium chart and all. You will get it from your respective sales managers. The premium is not that much, not very high, so you will get this premium chart. So for kidney failure, do you give the lump sum at first instance or when a person starts needing dialysis? So the kidney failure means if somebody's kidney gets failed and he needs a regular dialysis. So in the report, if it comes like this and if a doctor approves it that he will need a regular dialysis now, so in that condition, you will get a lump sum payment after 30 days of survival. What if a person dies during survival period? So as I told you that if he dies within 30 days, he will not get a claim. Can you give some idea about premium payable? So as I told you that your respective sales managers will provide you a premium chart. The premium is not too expensive. That will be provided to you. Okay, somebody is asking that I have joined late, but can you tell me if there is any age entry limit? So as I told you that entry age is 18 to 65 years. 18 years to 65. Renewal is lifetime, but if there is a claim made under the policy, so the policy will get seized after that because it is a one-time payment. What if the person doesn't survive for 30 days? I already told you that if a person doesn't survive for 30 days, he'll not get a lump sum benefit. He'll not, the claim will not be paid under this critical illness policy. Why there is a survival period clause? So if a person doesn't survive the period, you are not going to get the sum insured. Yes, so there is the product is filed like that in IRDA. The product is filed like that there will be some sort of survival period. There are some companies who's having more than 30 days of survival period. There are some companies which are having less than 30 days of survival period. So our product is filed like that, which is having 30 days survival period. So so it depends company to company that how they need to cover the risk, because sometimes what happens that company also you know look after the claims and all, how much percentage of claims are coming in the within the 30 days, or how much percentage of claims are coming after 30 days. So all these things company notices, and after that the company has filed this plan with 30 days survival period, and maximum companies is having this 30 days survival period. Any pre-existing diseases clauses. So as I told you that if somebody is suffering with any of the pre-existing disease, it totally depends on the underwriter. uh, your pre-policy checkup will be there, and it totally depends on the underwriter whether he needs to approve your policy or not. If a person has taken a policy of 10 lakhs and after 90 days he suffers from paralysis, if he survives for 30 days, will he get 10 lakh? As a layman I'm asking. Okay, so in this paralysis there is if you'll check the policy wording, in paralysis there is some guidelines regarding the paralysis. So if somebody suffers with paralysis and if he survives for 30 days, and after that 30 days we'll check for the next 90 days as well, that whether he is having that sort of condition, whether he is having that problem in paralysis or not. And if he survives if he's continue having that problem of paralysis for the next 90 days as well, we'll pay the sum insured. So I'll show you, if I'll just check it, if I'll have the policy wording, I'll show you that. Just a minute. Okay, so I am not able to change it. So yes, in paralysis there is some condition of 90 days, that after surviving for 30 days, there for the next 90 days the paralysis the paralysis effect should be there. If it is there, then the payment will be done. Many other insurance cover 26 or 30 critical illness. Why HDFC Ergo cover only 15? So yes, you are right that many other insurance companies are covering 26 or 30 critical illnesses. we are covering only 15 critical illnesses, but we are covering the main and major important critical illnesses which are as per the the polling done in India. As per that, these 15 are the major critical illnesses which from which the Indian customers get suffered. So if you'll talk about the cancer, if you'll talk about a first heart attack, all these things are the major critical illnesses which we cover. And uh, yes, of course, depending on the market, might be possible in some time. Our policy will also extend some of the critical illnesses as well. But right now, it is 15. What about different types of cancer? All are covered in cancer diseases. See, all types of cancer are covered for the specific severity. So for the specific severity, the cancers will be covered. And cancer means malignant. Okay, somebody is writing, my wife is having a critical illness policy from 2005. She was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2011. At that time, we were not aware of the rider. Can she claim the benefit now? So, which company product you have? If you have an Ergo product, that needs to be discussed with the claim team. That needs to be that needs to be discussed with the claim team, and your policy needs to be checked that whether you have that rider or not, and that needs to be discussed with the claim team. I cannot directly say that yes, you can claim. It needs to be discussed with the claim team, so you can discuss with your respective sales manager from HDFC Ergo General Insurance. So in paralysis, how it will benefit? So as I told you that if somebody suffers from the paralysis of his limbs, so in that condition, this lump sum amount is paid. But there are certain conditions in paralysis. As I told you that the 30-day survival period is there, and after the 30-day survival period for the 90 days, the symptoms of this paralysis needs to be there, and if it is there, he will be paid a lump sum benefit. How will the quantum of amount arrive payable will be determined based on uh, okay, production of medical report or test report. So see, as I told you that it is a benefit policy. If you have taken a lump sum of 50 lakh plan and you have paid a premium of 50 lakh, it is a benefit policy. So we'll not wait for your hospitalization bills and all. We will just check your diagnosed report, and we will just check your doctor's report. If you are suffered from the listed critical illness and in the diagnosed report it is said that you have this kind of critical illness and the doctors approves that, so we'll wait for the 30 days whether you survives or not, and we'll pay that lump sum amount. So as I told you that it is a benefit policy, so there is no need to what medical bills are there, how much expenses comes. There is no need to check this. We'll just pay a lump sum benefit. So does kidney failure supports kidney transplantation? Obviously, if the diagnosed report says that your kidney is failed, now if your kidney is not get transplanted, you need a regular dialysis. So that means that you will be paid this lump sum benefit. Okay, somebody has asked that I had a brain cavernoma operation in 2015. Thereafter, I am leading the normal life. Am I eligible? So again, as I told you that if you suffered from any of the pre-existing condition, there will be totally underwriting conditions will be applied. So you need to confirm with the underwriter. So you can just check with your respective sales manager from HDFC Argo. He will let you know about after discussing with the underwriter. Okay, Okay, somebody is saying that in between I lost the connection. So again, I'll uh, tell you the whole summary of this product. So this is a policy which is a benefit policy. It is known as critical illness insurance product. And in this critical illness insurance product, you have two options. One is silver plan, in which you have eight critical illnesses covered, which are for heart attack, coronary artery bypass surgery, stroke, cancer, kidney failure, major organ transplantation, multiple sclerosis, paralysis. Uh, you have another plan known as platinum under critical illness plan, and in this you have 15 critical illnesses covered, in which silver plan plus uh, aorta graft surgery, primary pulmonary arterial hypertension, heart valve replacement, benign brain tumor, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, and stage liver disease, all these things will also include under this platinum plan. You will get a lump sum benefit if you get diagnosed on the first diagnosis of any of the critical illness, and there will be a 30-day survival period. So on the first diagnosis you need to survive for 30 days, and after that you will get a lump sum benefit of this policy. The documents you need to submit is your diagnostic report and your doctor's approval report. There will be a lifelong renewability till the time there is no claim triggered under this critical illness policy. If any claim triggers under this critical illness policy, the policy will get seized. Entry age is 18 years to 65. Children 5 years and above. Waiting period is of 90 days, means from the first day of the policy is issued, there will be a 90 days waiting period. Means within this 90 days, if any claim gets diagnosed, if any claims comes, it will not be paid in this critical illness policy. Survival period is of 30 days. There will be a tax benefit under section 880. These are some of the exclusions. As I already discussed, waiting period of 90 days, survival period of 30 days. And only these critical illnesses which are listed, these only things will be covered under this policy. So this is a summary of this product. So I think those who have lost the connection also, they can easily relate and they can easily understand this. Okay, somebody is asking, is a premium chart available? Yes, the premium chart is available, but right now I am not available. So you can get it from your respective sales managers, this premium chart. Even you can get it from the HDFC Ergo website. Is it cheaper if it is taken as a rider with Ergo health insurance policy? Yes, you can take it as a, it will not come as a rider. It is an individual policy, but you can give it as a combo plan. Yeah, you can not give as a rider, you can give it as a combo plan. Like suppose if you are going somewhere and for the sailing purpose, and you are selling him Ergo health insurance plan, with this Ergo health insurance you can sell this critical illness policy. So both the policies you can issue, but both the policies will come on individual basis. It will not come under the same plan, same as. So combo you can do it. Okay, so for kidney failure, do you give the lump sum at first instance or when a person starts needing dialysis? It is not like that, that we'll wait for the whether the person is starting the dialysis or not. If he gets diagnosed and with a kidney failure, and we'll just wait for the 30 days whether he survives or not, and after that 30 days we'll pay the amount. Test compulsory for all age, so up to 45. If the if clear proposal is there, means there is no medical conditions, no medical history, there will be no medical test. After 45, if somebody is taking this policy for the very first time, there will be a medical test. Okay, waiting period is for first year when policy is taken, for or for all years. Waiting period is only for the very first year, means the 90 days waiting period which is there. So from the day it is issued, the policy is issued, from that day to 90 days there will be a waiting period. After that there will be no waiting period, only the survival period will be there. After renewal also there will be no waiting period, only the survival period will be there. What about different types of cancer? All are covered in cancer disease. So all the malignant cancers are covered under this cancer critical illness policy. All the malignant cancers are covered. for the specific severity. Somebody is asking again, the questions are getting repeated. What if a person dies during survival period? So as I told you that there will be no claim paid if somebody gets dies during the survival period. So he needs to survive for the 30 days. So so I think almost all the questions I've covered. Documentation, settlement. Okay, somebody is asking the settlement rate. So above the 90%, we have the settlement rate. Exact settlement rate you will get it from the website. Okay, so I think almost every question I have answered, and I hope that this product is clear to all. You will be able to sell it. Uh, uh, I hope that all things is cleared. What is the lump sum benefit? What are the critical illness options? How it is beneficial? With the example I told you, I explained you that how it is beneficial and all. So with this, thank you all. Thank you so much, and I hope that you all got a very clear idea about this critical illness policy, and it will be beneficial. So thank you all. Thank you so much.